it appears Google's rewarding home pages for these searches. Does this mean I push all of my internal link flow to the homepage? And does this mean I still create local pages and then use those to link up to my homepage to act as supporting content? Let's frame this. There was about 4 questions there. Okay. Yes, there's 2 ways of going about the search, right? You have geo-modified and non-geo-modified. People that live there probably aren't typing Knoxville. However, Google's pretty smart now in showing or blending these types of SERPs together. We're going to take a look and we can see Knoxville SEO, the exact match, bringing in the top result. But let's just go Knoxville SEO. Okay, so we have 200 volume, so more volume. Knoxville SEO, KnoxvilleSEOservices.com. And I just want to point this out. These are exact matches. Authoritativeness gains 3rd position. But oftentimes when you see a homepage in position, it's because of the factor that no one ever talks about. The reason why they don't talk about it is because it can't be sold. See, when you go to, or wherever you're reading information, they can't sell you page age. They can sell you links, they can sell you content, they can sell you management, they can sell you optimization. But the factor that they'll never say, which is why they'll set such long expectations, is because page age or age is true authority. Consistency over time is how you build reputation and authority. Authoritativeness is one of the biggest signals there is. Page age is the number 1 factor, and it's the only thing I can't buy. If you're looking at a SERP and you want to win 5 years or less, let's just set it at 5, but usually it's 3 years. It's not always hard and fast, but between 3 and 5 years of age, I can get in there with a new asset. If it's over 5 years old, going for that specific term, I'm not going to overtake their position unless they make a critical error, like the error 500 for a long period of time. They completely wipe out their site for a very long period of time. Google has, in my opinion, what is called memory, right? Remember when I showed you this? It's a GSA SER list page, okay? But see this page right here, number 7? So this page was down for 2 years. And then I even launched a new site, but I put the page right back up. And what had happened? Well, it hit first page. Now it was number 3, but it fell. All I did was add the URL back, title, okay, GSA primary key term, and an H1, okay? So the most important places, plus it having memory of the past, right? It was in the actual index at some point. This page is old. It was here before, even on another site. It gave me back my position. Now it's a nothing keyword, but this was a test just to showcase. All right. And this is what I mean by that memory. What I'm getting at here is if we see something that's 5 years or less, you have a chance. If it's over, you don't have a chance. All right. Okay. And we talked about keyword groups before. A keyword group would be Knoxville SEO, Knoxville SEO agency, Knoxville SEO company, Knoxville SEO firm, Knoxville SEO expert, Knoxville SEO. But those terms all show the same results in different sort orders. Right? Well, this is called what is called a keyword set or a keyword grouping. This is what I call it. So that means if it was in that keyword grouping, I could rank for the head term. So one of the first things we want to do is we want to see, do we even have a chance? So what I do oftentimes, so here's what you do, archive. So what we want to do is we put this inside of here. You see these gaps. So these large gaps that are in between, generally when the zone files, okay, plus the registration change, it causes gaps within the crawl system. Okay. In my opinion, not always, but this is what I've noticed. So basically, if somebody has bought it, let it go and it changes registration, changes hosts, you're going to see a pop like this. There's this door. No, there's no crawls. There's not a bunch of crawls. See how there's a bunch of crawls here? So in my personal opinion, the newest owner picked up this asset sometime in 2024, and they've had it from 24, the middle of 24, 25, 26. Now, that's the first player with an exact match. Now, the question is, does he win every single term in the set, keyword set? I think not, because I saw Thrive Agency coming in the position consistently, and this person just showed up when I searched for this. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this asset here, and we want to see, do these assets come in at less than 3 years? 3 years is ideal, but 5 years or less. If it's 5 years or less, going for a term, we have a high probability we can get in position. But don't forget, there's more than one factor to winning. This is a problem. Now I see a gap here, and I see some pickup here. All right. They might have changed hands in 2020, but still, you have a 5-year run. This is going to be a relatively strong site. when you're iffy. What you do is you go to a filler page, one that existed no matter what. It doesn't get as many crawls. It doesn't have such a high priority like the homepage. So case in point, we're going to take a look here. We're going to take a look at the contact us, and we're going to get a better idea of how long this site's been up and running. So this is what I was thinking. I think it changed hands somewhere in here. They bought it at the end of 2023, and they've been running this whole time. That's what I think. Step number one was, do we even have a chance based upon age? The answer is yes, we do have a chance. I think we can be a strong number 5 in this particular regard. As far as age, let's go to the next part of this question. Let's talk about the home pages. All right. So we're looking at this and we can see, well, Google is not necessarily always, let's do Knoxville SEO agency. And we're going to do a quick search. I'm going to figure out, well, which type of page, which type of template is Google looking for? Structure, just like your house structure or the type of materials you use on your home, it matters significantly. So you might want to expand. You might expand services. So you don't want to chain down your website by putting your primary keyword and keyword sets on the homepage. Well, by looking at this term here, Knoxville SEO agency, I can see that Google will reward an internal page, which in my opinion is much better. It allows me the opportunity to not only rank my brand homepage, it allows me to expand. I don't want to tie my homepage and my brand name associated to one term, not in every instance. Now, if I look down the whole page of search results and for the whole keyword set, all the keyword variations, I do a search on Google and it's showing me the same results and it's all homepages, it's time to create either a subdomain or I'm going to have to create a sister site or another asset. Another instance when homepage makes a lot of sense is if you only do one thing and you only do it in one area and that's your plans for the future. No, I do not think you should only point or only have a homepage. It just doesn't make sense, especially for this search. Google will reward internal pages. So that talks about the homepage. Now let's talk about this internal linking because the way you framed this question is intriguing to me. Homepage to go for the primary keyword that I want to rank for, even though I do other things. And I might want to do it in other areas. Do I want to box myself in and put it on the homepage and then create supporting content that targets the same keyword and point it up? Absolutely not. Yes, it's a brilliant idea to create supporting content, but you first need to understand, because you said you were new, you must understand the formula of a website. And I'm going to dissect this for you. So here, I'll do it as simple and in simplest of terms as I possibly can, okay? Now, here's what I want to point out to you. SHALL.com. Now, this is what I mean by the formula of a website, all right? And I'm going to put it on you here just to make this simple for you, all right? Now, when you're looking at this asset, I want you to understand that each piece of the site holds a particular intent. Intent matters. And structure matters, and so does internal linking, right? It all works together. And the goal here is my brand, Marshall.com, is synonymous with being an SEO agency, most notably in this instance, in Knoxville. How do I convey that to a robot? And of course, to other people? Like, how do I convey that so clearly that Google rewards me at the top to be most relevant? Relevance equals rank. How do I convey that to Google? Well, by first being very clear and concise with your structure, and then next is your internal flow and also the context on the page. But here, I'll point this out to you. Agency, put this all together for you. This will make, I hope, a lot of sense when I explain this. And everything has a purpose, and the structure of everything matters. Okay. So first and foremost, this right here, your homepage is about your brand and it's going to be a hub. A hub means it's internally linking to top level service pages. Case in point for you, SEO agency, but this page serves to be the brand. That means your title, your H1, the primary density of the page, what goes into your heading tags is about brand. With me so far? So I am Marshall and I'm synonymous with being an SEO agency. Now, there are pages that support your brand, just like there's pages that support your services. So here's what I want to point out first. So Marshall, the brand, the primary entity, he is an SEO agency. Marshall is synonymous with this. Okay, that's our first piece of information. The next thing is I need to create supporting content, but it's there to support the primary idea. So on my SEO agency being synonymous with my brand, I have Marshall.com /SEO agency, and I build supporting content And how do we know it's supporting? Well, we convey that it's supporting to robots through two ways. One is structure, two is internal link flow. So I have SEO agency is top level. It supports the main idea, which is my brand. And then I support that content. And it comes after, as you can see here, it's after. How much do SEO agencies charge? This is informational content. It could be in your blog, but it supports, it's the child of SEO agency. Are you with me? Who, what, when, why, where, how, do, a best of, and a top list. These are great supporting articles to support the services that we provide. This is called information assisted selling. Genius, right? Now, this is how you support. And no matter how many articles I have on this page right here, this one right here, SEO agency, what do I link to? I link to two things. All of the informational content that I have, and also on the SEO agency page, I link to my location service pages. Are you with me? Then when I'm on my informational pages, what do I link to? I link up to SEO agency and of course link to all of my location pages. And this is how you create supporting content and internally link it. But wait, there's more. Now, which pages support the brand? Because right now there's Marshall, we have a homepage. But how do I support the brand, right? Now we know Google has identified, okay, this is the brand name. Here's who they are. Here's what they do and where they do it. But I don't have enough depth of concept to expertly say without a shadow of a doubt that Marshall is an SEO agency who offers services in Knoxville. I can't say that without a shadow of a doubt that this is the primary intent of this website. So how do I create supporting content? Well, there's two ways to support content for the brand. How do we do this? And also build entity relationship? Well, here's what you do. So the supporting content for your brand, shall.com/FAQ. Another piece could be / cookie policy. The contact, the about, the facts, meet the team, terms of service, privacy, and compliancy. These are pages that build depth of concept because I'm outlining my rules and the site rules and what I do with their data, my license information, who's on my team. I've built depth of concept to support Marshall, which is what? An SEO agency that provides services where? Knoxville. And then I build depth of concept based on service here after that. And this is how you structure a site, and this is how you internally link a site. And then in order to convey or build even more depth of concept to connect the dots online, the first thing you should do is what? First thing I'm going to go and do is I'm going to create my social assets. Brands have presence in more places than a server that they control one asset. Well, then in order to expand proximity and build depth of concept about brand, we issue out socials. The next thing is I'm going to go with authoritative assets, and I'm going to duplicate my site on authoritative assets called what? Web 2. The next thing I'm going to go and do is I'm going to get local directories, geo-specific directories, and niche-specific directories, and paid directories and citations to then list my information and talk about the services and the locations I provide them in. Two very authoritative assets repeating the exact same information that I just talked about on my site, my homepage, and my supporting documentation. And then I should have at least some other expertise and more validation from other people saying, yep, Marshall is an SEO agency. Yes, he is in Knoxville. And yes, he does great work. He's got reviews. He's got people looking for them. And this is the circle of SEO. I painted very broad strokes there for you. But if you follow these recommendations, you will, in time, find success, at least with organic SEO.